Alright, I think we're back. Angel is still digging this level 8. There are 2 items in here. I don't know our red bubble curse yet, I don't think. The runners have done a good job of avoiding them so far. Well, first item in 8 is a wand. Looks like Angel did not pick up the book in 2. Oh, we got slow bubbles.
Yeah, I certainly did not see him pick it up.
And I don't know if he's going to want to go back and get that red bubble curse lifted. Oh yeah, I'm sure Angel did get that by Frozen 5. He must have got the 1-in-1 as well, right? There's no reason why he wouldn't have.
I never saw him pop the key door to the north.
Really? Like...
Because when he left, the key door was still there and he went north, but he never came back down from the screen above it, so I'm fairly certain that he doesn't.
Maybe he just assumed that it wasn't worth checking in just those 2 rooms up there. Well, that's fine. When he heads back there, we'll take him on the trailers. Oh, we got a potential bait block in level 8 here. A very potential bait block. That's interesting. Wow, MagicFriends is in level 6. Key blocked here. Oh, that's funny. Angel FM1 Ruby short of that bomb upgrade. I don't know if he wants it or not, but as MagicFriends is key blocked, we see Angel picking up yet another key here.
Oh, it's a rough death for MagicFriends there too.
Yeah, did he have those slam walls almost down?
It's just the way to get back there is not perhaps the most ideal of ways to get back there. I don't know that he was particularly close yet.
And we've just got another boss art here. Sure looks like Heart Shuffle, or or the boss archer was not on. This is not in logic going around this, but this could be a way to get around that bait block. Ooh, but a ladder block down here. Starting to look like we're either bait or ladder block in level 8. I don't know how much more time Angel wants to spend here. I don't know if he realizes that he's already got this Triforce, or not really sure if he's just that committed to digging items out of here. Well, there is this other staircase right here you can take yet. I guess he hasn't taken this one, so.
Are we sure that did he already get the Triforce out of here recently?
Oh, sorry. Sorry, you've got 7 marked. I was thinking it was weird. Never mind. He does not have the Triforce. You're right.
I just wasn't sure if I missed doing...
No. I was just thinking of inverting it, so I was like inverting him twice, because you had already done that. But, yeah. We do need the Triforce out of here. You're right. My fault.
No worries, then. I was gonna say, I think MagicFriends is done getting killed in this level at this point. We do have a raft, I think, coming up here, level 8, so 2 potentially useful items depending on where some of our remaining dungeons are at.
That was a very curious decision to up in the air right there.
It was the last room kind of in that sequence, so I'm not sure if that was his motivation for leaving that dungeon at that point, thinking perhaps he's ladder blocked, or what his decision making was.
Yeah, I thought there were more rooms there. I didn't see that he was done in that section. But that was the first time we found an 8, right? We didn't see that. Oh no, we saw in the wand, that's right. Okay. Well then he's fairly justified leaving and trying to come back later when he's got meat or a ladder. Probably a ladder.
Oh man, the Lionels are really brutal on that corner screen to get out of this raft spot, so he may make it out alive, but it's going to be close. Yeah, that's a really rough raft screen to come back from.
Yeah, raft screens can be like that. Alright, so we have found 6 and 8. We still haven't found 3. That's the big thing we need to find. There's still a pretty good chance that we're gonna need the recorder, but there are some unexplored areas, I think, still. MagicFriends looks like he's farming money for something. Not really sure what his plan is there. Oh, Angel has found level 3. So, recorder, not necessary. Ladder, maybe not necessary either.
Yeah, it certainly depends a little bit on the situation 8 for the ladder, but it looks like a lot of the other items we use eventually get around blocks are not going to be required this time.
Yeah, I can't imagine Angel leaving this level 3 without the item. Where was this level 3 at? I didn't see that. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a location you usually end up checking pretty early. I guess they didn't have bombs early though, when they were up here looking for the sword. Oh, MagicFriends was already in this dungeon?
Yeah, he was apparently in this dungeon earlier, but he does not have any items or Triforces marked on his tracker, so I'm not sure if it was because of his key count, perhaps, or if something else got him. But
certainly could be. We got another fun staircase here in level 3, and it's the magic key. So that's fun. Obviously the rich getting richer with the keys, and there doesn't seem to be a ladder in here either. So I wonder where that ladder is. Could be in 6, I guess.
yeah, that'd be a very unfortunate spot for it to be, given that you have to make it through a couple of whiz robes, and then you have to go straight into a left entry doorway into Land Molas. Get very far in that dungeon without a key.
Alright, Angel going to grab his Triforce here, and will be on his way, and it'll be interesting to see what he does next. I guess he hasn't found 6 yet, I don't think. So, we'll still be looking for that. Yeah, I think a fun scenario we could hope for is recorder in 9, and then recorder blocking. There's a level that we. Oh wait, have we found all the levels?
Collectively, between the two, we have found all the levels, yes.
Oh, okay. So recorder. Well, recorder could still be blocking something through a dig darker block, I guess.
The only thing we have not seen, unless it was seen when I was getting some things set up over here, was the White Sword Cave. I know we saw Magical Sword Bomb upgrade, but I don't know if that's an item or if it's another bomb upgrade.
Yeah, seems pretty like the White Sword is unshuffled, but you never know, I guess.
So Angel FM's going down where MagicFriends was key blocked at level 6 earlier, so this is a new direction we haven't seen yet.
He does have bow to use on these people's voice. There you go. Just...
And speaking of the, I guess, was that the same? Yeah, that was the same Magical Sword Cave. Okay, so
yeah. Same one.
looks like perhaps our only direction for now to go in this level 6 is up through this Wizrobe room and through potentially the Land Mola room as well. So that's a very awkward path to have to get through.
Yeah. Was that Landmolar room a path that we can bomb into the other side? Or thought that was maybe one up and right of here?
There is a key door, and with the any key, I guess we'll find a potential different way, but it was just one of those scenarios where we did see a door that we could go through at the top of the room, and we just couldn't get around the Land Molas hugging the wall there on the left side.
kind of surprised Angel didn't go
Oh.
up first there.
Perhaps it was
Sure,
one
he'll
further up.
go back now. MagicFriends is on his way to getting this bow in level 4, so that's good news in case of cannon being required, I guess. Oh man, and an actual bow block in level 6, so hey, good thing they both have arrows.
Yeah. Barring the wall bombing there, I felt like we saw something beyond this already, though. Maybe it was the room below where Angel FM is about to go that had the blue landmine was kind of running around.
No, the landmine is where one left and two down from here. He walked into the room and then he walked back out because there was no point in messing with them.
See? Well, this room's no fun either.
Yeah, but this could be an item right here. We definitely want items at this point.
Looks like Angel FM doesn't mind that wizard might disappear if he prioritizes the room again, but a staircase to somewhere else, maybe the bottom? Nope. All the way over to the right is going to be the answer, it looks like.
Yeah, that staircase was nearly vanilla. It's where it started and where it ended up. There's a ladder. That has to be a load off of Angel's mind right there.
It's the only thing that can get in his way that we've seen left is a bait block, and he certainly has the money and not a whole lot that he has to purchase still, so seems like Angel FM may be out of blocks, blocking his way from the conclusion of the scene.
Yeah, not really sure why Angel is killing these rooms at this point. He just needs to go find the Triforce room. Maybe he's forgotten that item drops are unshuffled.
I think he was just moving on in the dungeon, forgot to check these couple of rooms here, so he's going to check this key door below. And looks like that was not the answer, so I think it's basically up an A. There's a couple rooms left.
Why did he up an A? Couldn't he go up from that other room? It looked like he had ways to go there. He doesn't have a compass.
Well, let's see if that move ends up paying off in the long run anyways with this adventure down to the south. So he was ladder blocked here a couple minutes ago. It could also be a Triforce down here, and he could save himself some rooms if it happens to be the case. So it looks to me like MagicFriends' route to actually getting to the ladder to kind of free up his seed is going to be getting the bow to get past the Goma, and then maybe can get there with his current key count of 2 keys, but he'll need to burn one here to go get his bow, I think.
Yeah, it's likely that just coming into 4 and getting the bow is what really helped to beef up Angel's key count, and maybe a few different key decisions that he made in some other dungeons that paid off as well. But yeah, we know that MagicFriends is on the right track.
Meanwhile, Angel finds the compass and realizes he may have made a slight error in judgment when leaving that area unchecked earlier.
Yeah, I don't really understand what he was doing there. If he just didn't look at his map, or what really happened.
I think
He might be able to go up through the landmolls now, though, rather than clearing this room.
Well, the room to his right was the horizontal chute.
Yeah. Sorry, never mind. It's not this room, but he wouldn't have to go up here, but that's not a big deal. You gotta like that, and him dropping a 5 rupee, but there being a bomb drop on the floor anyway.
No shortcut in that room. I guess I didn't see whether or not the vertical chute was also in this dungeon. That may have trolled him in the other room, but it looks like you have to go from the other side, so it couldn't have.
So, looks like the blue wizards only have 6 HP. It's the nice side of plus or minus 4 HP shuffle. Oh, that's a painful death though.
Well, the good news is MagicFriends is actually doing a pretty good job of getting these wizards stuck in the maze room. The bad news is the route he has to go is through the bomb wall on the right side, and he ran out of bombs clearing the room out, so fortunately he can't get over to the far right side. I guess fortunately is he has 3 keys and the staircase is not up there, so perhaps he gets lucky and finds the bow.
Yeah, maybe he'll decide to go a different direction this time. Looks like MagicFriends used a potion. It's an interesting choice.
Unfortunate for MagicFriends is not checking that. He didn't check the staircase there yet. Hopefully he goes back.
No, hopefully he goes back there quickly. At least he gets his key back.
Alright, he did check it, so it's not going to cost him too much in the end. Yeah, there was another horizontal shoot. Ooh, I see why he wanted to turn around and try and hope that the Triforce was somewhere else. That's another rough sequence.
I mean, they're just baby blue wizards anyway. 6 HP.
Wonder what room they're even in there. Make them skip like that all.
I'm not sure. Might have runic. Looks like he's about to figure that out. Oh, wow, this is easy. You got this. Just keep your distance.
The good news is once you get through a room like that, is we know that Triforces are in their own room, so there's no more combat in the way to be problematic.
Not sure what MagicFriends is now. But very fun, I guess. Next, that's be back in 6. Now that he's got keys and the bow, even though he doesn't know that the bow is required yet.
There's 2 options now that he has some keys to get around with. I would think are level 3 and level 6. 3 looks to be his first decision, which I guess won't hurt him.
Yeah, can't blame him for that. So I can imagine that Angel's gonna be checking those items in one as long as he's there, too. That could be helpful or not helpful, depending on what he gets out of it.
Yeah, the information gained is you can potentially find out that perhaps the red ring and silvers are not forced to 9 like we were kind of assuming they are based on their lack of appearance thus far. And then there's still potential for... have we seen the bosses shuffle out too much? I don't think we have. Seems like bosses have stayed in their groupings pretty much the whole way.
Yeah, I can't think of anything that has seemed out of place.
Well, with his equipment in hand, took Angel FM only a couple of seconds to get the Triforce at level 8. Now just has to travel back to Death Mountain, to the far northwest corner of it, basically, or far west corner, to get the final Triforce piece he needs.
Yeah, it's certainly a substantial lead for Angel at this point. Let's make sure MagicFriends actually clears this room and checks the staircase, but it looks like that's what he's doing. Grabbing a potion. Oh man, taking the 22 rupee cost of time savings there. That was a brutal pricing difference.
Perhaps just feeling the time crunch a little bit. Feels like at 1:12 his opponent may be getting close to the end as well.
Yeah, in this tournament, I think you pretty much always feel behind. So MagicFriends should pick up the magic key in level 3's Triforce. Still gonna have to go back to 6 and 8. And maybe even potentially 1 if there's a required item here. Is Angel going to grab his Triforce and go? That wouldn't be the worst idea in the world, but as long as you're up here, I'd be really tempted to just check the items. I don't know what it would even be helpful beyond red ring or silvers, which are both likely to be in 9, but it's still really tempting. So, in theory, it seems that most likely level 1 is the magic warning in the recorder, but yeah.
Had to step away
Those
for
items don't sound helpful.
had to step away for a quick second. I'm assuming based on his current route that he's got level 1's Triforce and setting to 9.
Yeah, he just grabbed the Triforce and left.
This is a fairly reasonable 9 to go ahead and skip some items and assume that red ring and silvers are here and potentially find that Gan isn't required, so.
Yeah, the chances that red ring and silvers are here are pretty high. And even if they aren't both here, the chance that at least one of them is here is also pretty high. I don't like that Angel is heading to the corners here. I'm seeing go up. I don't know that Gan and Zelda aren't in their own rooms, so I always want to work off that assumption. Let's see if we can find Zelda. It's possible that Ganon is required, but I think you never act like he is required until you get some proof that he is. He's beyond maybe checking some staircases when you're in the area.
Yeah, I think my progress would also be somewhat vertical, but the rare exception I think in this level 9 would be is if I see a room without a background, so just a black background, I would probably be inclined to clear that even if it has a Patra and hope for a compass drop.
Yeah, no, that's perfectly reasonable. But going to the right there led Angel to a situation where he had to up an A to get back to the start. And he's found the silver, it's just going straight up to, so no longer really anything to worry about for Angel other than some potential difficult combat, like maybe a force gain.
I would be inclined to fight Ganon if I heard the roar at this point. Just get it out of the way.
Yeah, for sure. You don't need to clear this room. Just go up. The important thing to watch for in shutters is whether there's a single shutter door. If there's a double shutter door, that's not a force gain type of shutter. Could be red ring right here. Probably worth a check.
It's a big nothing, but I agree. I would certainly consider clearing the room just in case it's a staircase that I can mark and or blast of my items I need. It looks like you're really blocked out that northeast corner for the moment.
MagicFriends into level 8. He's got a lot less of 8 explored than Angel did. Oh, and MagicFriends also does not have the ladder of 6 yet.
Yeah, still combat blocked in 6 on his end. Oh, Angel gets a little bit of a bonus with that bomb drop in that room they just cleared. This is not. This would be my least favorite room of level 9. More than the combat, I don't like having to deal with the red bubbles when having to use my potions.
Yeah, I would take out that red candle and do damage boost to her, I think. But we got some slow bubble stuff now. See how Angel decides to resolve his predicament here.
Well, it's a good time to
Are
burn
we
a potion.
fighting Ganon slow? Oh my goodness, this is too big. He's gonna use the potion though. Can't blame him for that.
Yeah. Well, turns out it's not even really that necessary. But yeah, that's a good time to use a potion, I would say. So now we're not even looking at Gan requirement being in the way. That's the bonus of that room. It's the rest of the year cleared out, nothing really there except for apparently a one-way walkthrough.
Yeah, notably Ganon was in his own room, so it's extremely likely that Zelda will be in her own room, which means we can only enter it by going south to north.
I would almost up an A shortly here just because, well, I guess the red bubbles cooperate without it having to use the candle to get through them.
I mean, I would have opened it regardless. We've got that whole bottom left corner to check. I think that's, or, well, either bottom left or top right, I guess, is which is like
Alright. There as we get the wand on MagicFriend. That's an increase in combat for any non-Wizrobe room may help him kind of navigate his way back. Oh, it looks like he must have picked up the book after all. Oh yes, he did. Had them confused for a second. I would turn back around, Angel. That room had random enemies in the dark room. That would be quick enough, I think, to do that.
I mean, that could be the... Yeah, that could be the compass for sure.
Another horizontal shoot. So looks like you have to bomb left down there potentially, or go back up and go around the right side of it. Either way.
Yeah, or just go through the chute.
To answer Brian's question in chat, in the vanilla second quest in the black background room, there is a compass drop, and since we've seen heart containers stay in their own boss rooms, I'm kind of inferring that the compass rooms are also staying the same, given we also saw a compass in its own room level 4. So if that's true, you would be more interested in clearing that dark room out to be able to find the compass so that you know which direction you had to go for sure.
Yeah, the only thing that complicates that is the randomized dungeon rooms, which moves rooms between the dungeons, because that might mean that the compass room moves out of its dungeon, in which case the compass course isn't going to stay there. So,
Yeah, it's certainly not a guarantee that it stayed in that room, if that room was actually the right one, but if the combat was light enough, I think that would be a situation where you say, okay, I can take a small hit in terms of time and see if I can get lucky and find the compass. Looks like Zelda is kind of running out of spots to be as far as this left cheat goes, maybe a couple rooms down.
MagicFriends did kind of well to stay alive in that bubble and darkness room for a little bit there, but his luck ran out eventually. It seemed like Angel got to the track where Superpoints quick once he got the ladder, but of course he had the ladder and MagicFriends does not yet, so that would be the biggest issue.
Alright, so I think the best you could probably hope for in this room is to get your speed back via the blue bubble, and then hope that it's a transport even more than a red ring, just so you can get some new areas to look at.
I'm sure he wants to get the red ring though.
No.
But hey, this is good for him. This might even be required. It's unlikely in a level 9. That's not a very helpful room though.
That's certainly not what Angel FM was hoping for, so continue to trek onwards, probably towards the right cheek more now than the left.
Yeah. I would, for people who like tracking 9, I wouldn't ever track the second quest 9. It's just not worth it to use the mini-map tracker.
I personally do not track. I have the tracker up on the 9 map, and I only quickly mark the staircases I use just to track of how many I've had to use so far and whether or not I have any left that I could potentially need for magical purposes.
Some interesting archery going on with MagicFriends there.
It's like MagicFriends is quite a bit of this 8 map now. He's not real thrilled with where this one-way staircase threw him, I suspect, given that he has no ladder. being thrown in the middle.
Unless that was by some miracle the Triforce, which would have been amazing on his part, but...
Yeah. Oh man. Combat in level 9 is not too friendly, so... Another death for Angel probably is making him even more panicked that he's running out of time. Fortunately, he doesn't know it, but his opponent is a little bit behind him still. But we do have a Triforce, it looks like, because I think... Oh, nope, you walked right past it. So looking for the second item to be the ladder, I suppose.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, he still might think that the ladder is required in level 6. Based on what he's seen.
It's interesting that it was not required for level 8's Triforce, though. So I feel like Angel FM thought it was.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I just don't feel like Angel saw it. Anyway, a little surprised that MagicFriends didn't just cut his losses and go and grab that Triforce.
So Angel FM is probably going to have to resort to mostly silvers in this room. Don't want to really take a bot from Megibdo or any of the traps. Oh man, that's walk through wall. This top corner. You have to dodge the traps to get into the room, and then after dodging the traps, you run into that kind of silliness. There will not be anything like their game 2, though, where they had a dig dogger blocking their path to get to Zelda's room. Hard required.
Yeah, that was a pretty interesting finish. Might have been more interesting if it was just a one shutter door, so you didn't know if it was Ganon or the Big Dogger.
I think when Angel FM watches this back, the one thing I would say is perhaps the most important thing to remember is if the floor drops don't appear to be shuffled too much, that there may be a compass room freely accessible in this level 9. Beating his head against a whiz robe at this point up in this northeast corner, trying to get up there, and it's presumable that that's a location that Zelda could be at this point, given that that's 2 rooms that she's potentially in.
Is MagicFriends just gonna give up and grab the Triforce here? And he does. So I don't think he got that ladder, or that raft, but we know that raft is not required.
Not marked on MagicFriends tracker, so I presume that he not find it.
Alright. I have faith that Angel's gonna make it through this time. We'll see what's comes up here. Why didn't you go up first?
Oh, this could be, well, I think this almost has to be one way or the red ring at this point in this corner. So that's at least a bonus for him if it's red ring. Yep. It's perhaps a little bit, uh-oh. Up an A. Ooh.
Yeah, he's probably not confident going back through that wizard with one heart, even on the red ring. And maybe he knows where some blue bubbles are back here. Might be worth just using your potion.
He's already burned through both potions, one in Ganon's room and one in the patch room in the dark.
Ah, okay. Then, never mind. Blue bubbles might have been part of the reason why he opened it. I don't know why you'd want to fight this guy. Just 0% yourself.
I feel like Angel FM probably has not recognized same thing we have on the potential for that compass room. But I think the big thing that kind of surprises me so far on this is there are some rooms left that are below the vertical chute. Or not the vertical, excuse me, the horizontal chute over on the west.
So, MagicFriends has decided to head into level 7. There's nothing good.
Yep, but the fortunate bit is I think there was a staircase not too far past the Triforce that had the boomerang. I think it's this one with the compass in it that has the Lord Banana. So, spending time that won't end up paying off, but at least it's quick information.
Yeah, hopefully he dips out of here now. He's just gotta go back to 6. And it seems pretty likely that Zelda's in that top right corner. But we'll see what Angel decides to do here. He might full clear every other room before going back over, I guess. Not sure where he's heading now. Is there another room up in the middle here? Got the bow. Just
So there's a room right here we did not see earlier. And, oh hey, that appears to be the Wizrobe blocked door that we needed, so get your GGs out.
wow.
Angel FM has finished in first place with an official time of 1:33:56.
So, was there a shutter there?
No shutter, no GAN required.
Oh, okay.
It was just a room full of blue Wizrobes, and the first time that Angel FM ran through that room, they had low hearts, so they ran completely other side since the Wizrobes part of the seas kind of went on the top side of the room and the bottom side walked across. Didn't want a chance walking in front of them, I suppose. Looks like MagicFriends is determined that his ladder just has to be in 6 at this point, given the ladder blocks that he faced in level 8, I guess, and just the lack of any other dungeons being available to him. Oh, I didn't see that. No 2-time shutters referring to last night. Alright, looks like Angel FM has joined us in the booth. Congratulations on your series victory.
Thank you very much.
GG Angel. What you got any
All right,
initial
looks like
thoughts on this seed?
Angel FM has joined us in the booth. Congratulations on your series victory.
Just I don't know. Like there was just a lot of
GG
combat
Angel.
needed.
What you got any initial thoughts on this seed?
A lot of like bad enemy placements, and I mean, there's just a lot of exploring I had to do just to even be able to make some progress. I don't know. Like there was just a lot of combat needed.
Yeah, there's certainly a
A lot of
rather rude
like
path
bad
in
enemy
level 6
placements,
to
and
get both the
I mean, there's just
ladder
a lot of
and the
exploring I
Triforce.
had to
That
do just
is
to
the key difference, I
make some
think, in this
progress.
race is you managed to get through it. And I think between the bow
There's
block,
certainly a
level 6
rather
for that
rude
Goma
path
room,
in level
and
6 to get
just
both the
combat,
ladder
Magic
and
Friends
the
wasn't able to
Triforce.
keep
That
up
is the
with your
key
pace at that
difference,
point.
I think, in this race is you
Yeah, I
managed
was
to
wondering
get
if there
through
was
it.
either a
And I
bombable
think
wall in the Goma room or
between
not.
the bow block, level 6 for that Goma
Looks like
room,
he had to
and
come back with a
just combat
bow.
Magic Friends wasn't able
I
to
don't
keep
think
up
the bow was a
with your pace
factor.
at that
I
point.
don't think he got to the
Yeah, I was wondering if there was
Goma.
either a
But
bombable
but
wall
he
in the
happened to
Goma
get
room
the
or
bow
not.
before he went back there because he was looking for the ladder.
Looks like he had to come back with a bow.
So I don't think the
third or
bow
fourth
was a
trip.
factor. I don't think he got to the I don't think that he went back to the. But he happened to get the bow before he went back there because he was looking for the ladder. Anyway, I think a really big factor in this one was when you went back for that bow too, because I think that ended up giving you a few more keys, and the Magic Friends really struggled with keys as well this whole seed.
Yeah, I mean, 4 was two straight key blocks. Level 1 was key blocked, and which happened to just be a ladder block. Uh, I mean, I don't think there was any reason just not to dig out 3 at that.
Yeah, yeah, and by the time you found that magic key was far from necessary. You had 5 at that point, I think, and that was probably well more than enough to finish the whole seed.
Yeah, at that point it was.
Looks like Magic Friends picked up the ladder now. So looks like he is making some of the same decisions that you did to up an A when he saw some of the difficult combat that was presented, and really imminent death with the blue or orange wizrobe in his face. But he's going to get the same bad news that you did, that he's going to have to go all the way back up there.
Yeah, I really did want to fight that shoot room with the whiz robes, but unfortunately I had to come to that.
Yeah, yeah, that was definitely a tricky situation at the end there.
It's up to you. And you can change your mind many times. If you decide to accept pass, for now, that's okay. Then later you think, oh, I want to show the letter, you can change to show letter. But then if
It looks
you
like that is
want to
about
change again,
as much
you
fun
can
as Magic
decide
Friends
to
can
go back
stand to
pass.
see the forfeit
So
came up in the IRC room. I don't fully blame him for not wanting to try to get through that set of rooms again just for the second place at this point.
I think it
So
will
it looks
be
like your
I'm
next
not sure,
matchup is going to be
but
against
I'm
the
not
loser
official
of F.
announcement or
Coughlin and Sis
RIP,
Crusher.
but my prediction,
Had any thoughts there?
it's best to watch our
I'm gonna get
YouTube
stomped by
forum
either both of them.
website for best accurate information.
So it looks like your
We are joined in the booth at this point by Magic Friends, GG's, and
Currently living in Campus
yeah, that level
Crest.
6 was not the nicest of 6 designs for certain.
I didn't play that seed very well. I had to farm money multiple times because I ran out of keys and used them in spots that were really bad. GG Angel, like that's not a seed. I'm not even. I'm still getting the Triforce out of 6 and haven't even seen 9 yet. So to get through that as fast as you did a really good job.
Yeah, I was watching. Yeah. I mean, and, just like he did fight a sword for 18 minutes. I don't think I found it for 13 or 15 minutes at that point.
Yeah, like this level, this dungeon just they didn't nothing gave us anything really. Like you were going into dungeons and they were like 4 rooms in water blocked, 4 rooms in key blocked. The money on the map every time I've got to like 30 or 40 rupees, I'm like, okay, if the next one has a 30, I'm gonna up A and go buy a candle, and the next guy would just rob me of all my money. Like it just everything didn't want you to complete this seed.
Yeah, I actually saved at the start screen, and just kept going right to those moblins and just fighting until I got 76.
Oh yeah, I was killing the moblins. Once I found the sword, I was killing the moblins, and then the Tektites a screen above them because they also were one hit, and just farm that, go back, farm that, go back.
I think there was a key issue for certain, but I really think kind of the dagger here was that 6 design and just uh, how the pace at which Angel FM managed to get through it was just a little bit uh, quicker than the pace that you were able to get through it, and that gave him enough time to work his way around 9 and find Ganon, find the Silvers and Red Ring, and then find the unshuttered Zelda door to finish off the seed.
Yeah, that 6 was just the way you had to walk into a very difficult room with 2 blue Riz robes, and I also mismarked my map, and thought that the room just north of that was an old man, so I couldn't go north. And then when I walked back in there the second time, when I walked back in there just now, I'm like, oh, this is. I could have just finished this anytime I had a key. I should have never even gone into 4. As soon as I had a key, I should have opened this door instead. But I mean, at that point, like I'm up Aing with a key, and I know I have to find a ladder, so I'm like, or I think I have to find a ladder, so I'm like, I might as well just go dig out the dungeons that have the most rooms in it, which for me was still 4 and 8. That I knew I could unlock those with keys, and I could just digging those out. I thought would be 8 has 2 items, and 4 had every single room left. Plus, I knew where the Triforce and the Heart container were on that one, so I could just like go remote any room I didn't like.
Yeah, but in the end, it looked like 4 ended up being required because I think you needed that bow to get through 6. I don't think there was a way around it. So,
Yeah, I didn't even think about the fact I had to kill Gliak through there.
there go my, but yeah. Yeah. Anyway, uh, I think that does it for you in this tournament. But I'd say that you gave both of your opponents a fairly good run, especially um, Angel taking him to game 3 here. Did you enjoy the tournament and the flags and everything?
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with the tournament, and it's I'm not new per se, but it's not like the Z1 stuff is like my second thing that I do. So most obviously I play Magic as my main thing. So I feel like I'm getting better at the game, and I feel like I played better in my races this seed than I did in the 2019 tournament. So
That's good. That's good. Improvement is always good to see. Did either of you have any final thoughts before we move on for the evening?
Just thanks to you and Fury for commentating, Synth for restreaming. I guess he tracked too. So, and just GG Magic Friends. This this series was a very wild ride.
yeah, we had 3 really crazy games. So and it could have gone either way. Angel could have won game 1 just as easily as I could have won game 2. So
Yep, we have a couple of matches left to go tonight. If we look forward, on Randomania, I believe, is where we have everything for the next 36 hours or so. I think Dark Falls and Antlers 44 are next up on their game 1 in winners round 3, and then we have a doubleheader right after them on the same channel between Liquid Husband and Imasak. We also have game 3 between Shaddy and TA909, and I think it's also game 3 between Raikou Rider and Eat My Steel. So plenty of action left tonight for those looking for some more races to watch. Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot else to ask. I mean, the seed pretty much punished you both in the same spot, so that was a lot of the conversation or questions I had about it. Don't know if Jake Cooper has anything else.
Nope. Guess we'll see you all in a couple of.
Yep, thanks everybody for putting on a good race, and everybody behind the scenes for helping put on a good show, and we'll see you for one of the next matches over the next couple hours or even the next couple days. So long.